So not used to popping the cap off. I'm used to like popping a can open. Let's get a little ASMR going. That gets the views up, right?
I just saw the views rise.
It's very popular with the kids. They love hearing the beer
Cowboy
go in the
Jack
glass.
has something arising. Knowing Cowboy Jack, something's arising over there in Arizona.
Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, the adventures of craft beer and baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 48 for March 30th, 2021. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you subscribe and turn on those notifications. First, thank you to our Patreon supporter, Jason Schaefer. Thank you so much for being on the cleanup hitter level. And to our power hitter, Cowboy Jack Durango. Is he in the comments? Do I see him? No, he's not yet. Very, very rare. I'm sure he's scrambling right now, or getting all of his beers together. You know, it is hard to like bring a case, to where you're at. And, so there's a bit of setup involved. So if you'd like to be a Patreon supporter and support the Beer Baseball blog, please check out Beer Baseball on patreon.com. We also have an Etsy store. We have stickers and buttons and beer coasters. And I said there's more coming. I have not debuted that yet. A little bit delayed on that, but we'll get some other stuff going on there. So here is the lineup card for today. First, he is the VP of Content Development at the Beer Baseball blog, fresh back from Las Vegas, Nevada. Definitely want to hear about the breweries there. Angelo Trinidad, welcome.
Hey, Michael. Hey, Kevin. Hey, everyone. Episode 48 episodes strong. Hard to believe we're creeping up pretty quickly here on 1 year. So, yes, I indulged in Vegas for one night only. We did not hit up any breweries. However, we went to Beer Park, which is owned by Budweiser at the Paris, Las Vegas, and it had a nice little beer flight. And you know who else indulged in a little beer flight? My better half.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, she had a hazy IPA in there. She
wow.
She had a Apocalypse Joe IPA as well. So, and she really liked the hazy IPA. So, and there was a locally brewed hazy IPA, Juicy World in Las Vegas. So, but yeah, we had a great time in Vegas, a quick whirlwind trip. And I also was able to seek out a local hobby shop in Vegas. So Big Teach and Mark and I hit that up, and we had a great time.
Fantastic. Wow. And I like the hat. You also got a hat there. On clearance.
I did get a clearance Aviators batting practice hat from last season to make way for the new inventory. And I'm definitely excited about the upcoming season, and hopefully I'll get an opportunity to check out an Aviators game.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so mad at myself. I had all these years to go to a 51s game. Aviators. Kevin got to go a couple years ago.
You know what? I'm disappointed he didn't get a Las Vegas 51s or a Las Vegas Stars.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, my gosh. I had ample opportunity.
Good old Cashman Field right at the end of the strip. It's actually right by a great spot. Michael actually visited the Neon Museum.
That's right.
Like right next to it.
Yeah, and I went over to Cashman Field just to check it out and take some pictures, but it wasn't the same for sure.
I got to see this guy on the 51s in 2018, a guy named Pete something. Alonzo, that's it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. He struck out, and he was so mad he did the Bo Jackson. He actually broke the bat in half over his knee.
You know what? That's funny because I have that story with Yordan Alvarez. I saw him have like one of the worst days of his life, and then he was hitting bombs like the next week. Yeah, totally. Well, let me give you your formal introduction, Kevin. Next, he's the field correspondent and senior research analyst at the Beer Baseball blog, Kevin Lyon. Welcome.
Great to be here. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. I'm ready to talk some baseball on opening day week. MLB, it's happening. It is happening, right?
Yeah,
right?
It is. As far as I know.
I'm waiting to be an April Fool's joke. April Fool's Day is be like, yeah, we're kidding. And everyone just
Yeah,
walks on the field and just walks off.
It's weird. I was watching today. I was watching the Brewers were actually at the Rangers. That was a spring training game in Texas. And it was totally weird. Yeah,
That's
and
bizarre.
the Diamondbacks were playing in Chase Field.
Astros. Where's the Astros during that?
They can't be found anywhere. They're hiding out. They're gonna get it.
They should.
They're gonna get it this year.
I can't remember the number, but the Panton fan group, I think it's 294. They're a big Dodger group. They're already putting together big old Dodger fans trip to go to Houston for like a 2-game series in May, and I'm like, oh my goodness, the heat is on, baby.
Yeah, should be fun. So let's get to what are you drinking tonight? Kevin, you have a special one. Speaking of,
let me go first. All right.
Yeah, you go first.
So this is something that came out end of last season, I believe, or so. This is a brewery out of Torrance, California, called Buzzrock. I never even heard of this brewery, and all of a sudden there's news about Clayton Kershaw endorsed a beer, and this is it. It's a grapefruit wheat ale. I haven't tried it yet, because I'm putting in my Angel's glass to make me feel a little better about drinking a Dodger beer. So yeah, I mean this helped get that brewery out there too, because I never heard of them. It's available for those in the LA, Orange County area at a chain called Gelson's. I mean, that's where I found it. The first time I went months ago, they didn't have it, and I checked a couple weeks ago. I'm like, oh, this is perfect for opening day week. Yep. So let's see how this is. This is not my favorite style beer, but that's pretty good. I don't normally drink a lot of wheats, but the grapefruit's pretty subtle. And again, grapefruit's definitely not a popular fruit amongst everybody, but this is pretty solid. And the artwork's awesome. You gotta love the baseball shaped like a grapefruit. That is just tremendous. Yeah, and it is endorsed by him, and it's 100% of the royalties benefit him and his wife's charity, Kershaw's Challenge, which their mission is to serve the most vulnerable living in LA, Dallas, Zambia, and the Dominican Republic.
Wow.
So it's a charity beer too. So there you go.
There you go. And that'll make it easier going down, right? That you're contributing to charity. That's right. It's a 5.3%. I don't see an IBU on here, but look at the size of this can too. It's one of those 19.2 ounces. One of those tall boys. Very cool. I'm glad that you got to get one of these because I got to find it. Yeah, totally. I got to check it out. I'll support. I'm sorry, Doyer. The Doyers. You would think. I would hope you would think they should try to get this at Doyer Stadium. Kevin. Thing, right? Oh, Kevin, that would be too much of a lift for the Dodgers to actually get a Clayton Kershaw beer into their stadium. That would be absolutely. There's no possible way in the world they could do that. Not even a chance. I'll tell you why. Golden Road won't let them. Right. Actually, the beer that I have tonight potentially won't let them do that as well. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And or if I hope they do, because it would be a good thing, because it definitely would sell a lot of beer at that ballpark. Yeah, with Kershaw's name on it. And this is probably a pretty good beer to drink in a hot summer day. You know what I mean? If you're at the ballpark. We're being facetious, but the reason why we're saying that is Dodger Stadium is very notorious for not having a great selection of craft beer. And when they do, it's either on one level or very hard to find. Like I remember Stone Brewing, literally it had a little cart and it was on the top level. And if you didn't know where it was, you would never find it. And then when you go there was no one manning it, so you couldn't get Stone beer anywhere. So it's one of those things. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. I'd love to talk to. In fact, I even asked one time if I could speak to. And when my beer comes up, I'll definitely. I want to make mention of it. But I actually did call out the people that make the beer. I said I'd love to talk to that person. I would want to talk to them right now. And who's the beer vendor? Who buys the beer for Dodger Stadium? And because you know what? I mean, do they still need? Is it Height or Hite, that Korean beer? Do they still need that there anymore? Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, it's a big Korean beer, so it's like remember. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't need that anymore, do they? Yeah. Hopefully they get in Toronto, because that's where you ended up, right? Was Toronto? That's right. Yeah, that's true. All right, Angelo, you're up.
All right, so today I'm drinking from Offshoot Beer. which is I think a spinoff of the brewery. I think is what it is.
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
And so this is the Retreat Hazy Double IPA. This is a 8.6 ABV. Yeah, and 50 IBU, and it's brewed with Mosaic, Cashmere, and Eldorado hops, laced with delicate and aromatic tropical notes, along with the bright berry medley and a crisp mouth feel. It's like diving into the Pacific Ocean on a 90-degree day. So,
love it.
cheers,
Love it.
boys.
Awesome.
I was surprised when I saw you pick that. I'm like, wow, offshoot, that's not the easiest beer to find either. And yeah, as he said, it's a spin-off of the brewery in Placentia in the northern Orange County area.
So this was on. Okay, so I was in the business, but I was not a worker. But this is the worker in me. This was on clearance at Ralph's.
Oh, wow.
With a handwritten label that said $7.75, right? However, the first 7 looked a little bit like a 2, and the second 7 was definitively a 7. So I made my case to the cashier, and guess how much I paid for this 4-pack?
No
That's
kidding.
not okay.
Stop it.
$2.75.
Wow.
That's not okay. Like one of those cans, if I went to a liquor store where I could find that one can, that's not going to be $2.75 probably.
Right.
Great job.
That is great job. Clearance hat, clearance beer. Wow.
Living the dream, boys.
See, he's buying cards at Big Lots. You know what I mean? He's just
right.
hitting it.
Totally.
I've only had luck once.
Yeah.
Hey, it's better luck than I've had. Well, not that I've been going to Big Lots, but you know, it was Pick and Save back in the day. Everyone was like, "Oh, make fun of you if you go to Pick and Save." That's why they changed the name, I'm sure.
So my beer tonight is the Joy Bus Wow Wheat.
Well, you and I have wheats.
Exactly.
You know, IPA. What?
I know.
What's going on?
What's up is down. Cats and dogs and all. You know, it's craziness out there. So yeah, this is from Four Peaks Brewing. Now, this is much like Golden Road, as it is a macro beer now. It's actually they're actually in conjunction with Budweiser. But I much like Golden Road, I also have the distinction of going to Four Peaks before it was taken over by Budweiser. So this is in Tempe, Arizona. This is 5 ABV and only 8 IBU. So I've actually got back into wheats. I actually had a wheat and I was like, oh, let me try this. And actually I am liking wheats again. At first, the word wheat kind of threw me off because I thought that it probably wouldn't have like a hop to it, but actually it tastes. Let me actually. This one has like grapefruit and orange peel in it. Actually, more orange peel than grapefruit. It smells like grapefruit though. Yeah, this is wow. This is a lot lighter than I expected, but
same with mine because like the grapefruit is pretty subtle. I thought it was gonna be like sucking on a grapefruit, but it really isn't.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be pretty dominant in here, and it's actually kind of it's a little like 25 only 25% of it, I would say, but
yeah.
But a percentage of the sales of this goes to the Joy Bus, which is a Phoenix-based nonprofit that aims to elevate the quality of life for homebound cancer patients through home-cooked meals and friendly conversation. So, much like yours, Kevin, it is not a wheat beer.
We actually don't plan this.
We did not plan this at all, and it was so
like last
awesome.
week, we wore the same hat. You know, we're just on that same wavelength, I suppose.
Yeah, so it says Wondrous Orange Wheat, and so definitely if you're in Arizona, you might be able to find it out here, but this one might be harder to find. Now, this is the beer that I was at Dodger Stadium. They actually had a sign that was Four Peaks, and so I went to go. I'm like, "You have Four Peaks here? Like, what do you have?" And they're like, the lady shrugged at me like she didn't even know what I was talking about.
Yeah,
and I go, wait, you have a sign right here that says Four Peaks. And I was interested because I actually have a connection to this brewery. My friend, Matt Harper, who I grew up with in Phoenix, his brother grew up and was friends with one of the 3 owners of Four Peaks. His name is Andy Ingram. So I actually have a connection to this brewery. This brewery also is in Tempe, like downtown Tempe over by ASU. And it was right next to a punk rock club that I used to go and see punk rock shows at. The punk rock club is no longer there, but that area, it's like literally right next to the train tracks, as the saying goes. And so yeah, that's where Four Peaks is, and they've grown. They're actually like in Sky Harbor Airport, if you go up through Phoenix and stuff like that. So pretty cool.
So Michael Mondragon, 2 quick things.
Sure.
One, how could you drop Matt Harper's name and not say, hey, you can see Matt Harper every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific on the Carmen's Creator Show. Come on, run by Michael Mondragon. I'm
gonna leave that to you. So I didn't want to be too much of a plug.
I guess I'm gonna be your plug man. So
yeah. So
I remember I actually went like about 5 years ago to Tempe. I was at an Angel game and I went to the facility. I couldn't believe how huge it was.
Yeah.
They have a huge restaurant / brewery there. I was like walking around kind of in awe of all of it. Because I found like that's all I was seeing was Four Peaks at all the spring training games. And like I said, I think it was either 2016 or 2017.
Yeah, you probably actually when we went to the Arizona Cardinals football game, we probably had the Kilt Lifter, which was one of their beers that they said on their website. It says like it's responsible for like 60% of their success. Like every year they do that beer and that keeps them going. And you can find that beer a lot of places. So the Kilt Lifter, you probably see it. It's a pretty popular term in beer terms, but theirs is super popular. So Four Peaks Brewing, definitely check it out. So before we go in, I wanted to make mention of everybody in the chat. Bubble Pug, thank you so much for joining tonight. Daily Sports Talk, thank you so much for joining. Who else is here? Chad M. Thank you for being a loyal follower. Colin Duncan, thank you. Yeah, hey, doing Colin. Well here. Hey, wow. Cowboy Jack, are you ready to? Are you adequately prepared to rock? I am. That is a Simpsons reference and a PWG reference.
And a reference that you and I performed on, Michael Mondragon.
That's true.
I got a pinfall on that show.
Did you really? Wow.
Yes, I did. I was over, baby.
David, thank you so much.
I did a dive, and as I was about to do the dive, I just said, "Are you actually prepared to rock this?" And then I did a dive to the outside.
That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you for
that. You and Angelo, nobody else, maybe Jack.
That would be like an in-app promotion, right? Back then, it was like you're way before your time.
Oh yeah, of course, way before my time.
All right, so this is this day in baseball history for March 30th. Let's get into it. March 30th, 1966, Sandy Koufax and Don Drysdale's refusal to report to spring training ends when the Hurlers agreed to the Dodgers' offer of $235,000, signing for $130,000 and $105,000 respectively. The LA Starters' joint holdout lasts for 32 days, paving the way for other players to be more aggressive when negotiating with owners. Angelo, are you familiar with this? It was actually very important in baseball.
Yeah, so I've read about this very briefly, that this kind of started, the true, kind of contract negotiations. But this is the first time I've kind of heard about it in depth and as far as the length of time. But yeah, this is definitely a game-changing moment, not just in the sport of baseball, but I think probably for all professional sports. This is kind of unheard of in this time. And now you see what they were holding out for in 1966 compared to what they're holding out for now in 2021. Times have sure changed.
Oh my gosh, totally. What they possibly could be getting today is astronomical, right? The money. I just saw like Lindor was asking for some 12 years, 300 and something.
Wants an extension already. Hasn't even played a game for them yet.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
He had a hot spring, so yeah, let's lock him in for 12 years. Craziness. So yeah, this was important, just like the Kurt Flood, holdout. So
I'm surprised. I was not really aware of this. I'm hearing this right now. First off, I was shocked. Our first slide is from 1966. Like, wow. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm so used to random stuff from like a century ago. But wow, yeah, I'm not really aware of this. And I'm like, but you know what? I mean, the always way I'd like to do it is because those are two of the top, maybe even 5 pitchers in baseball, except the National League at that point. And they stood together. If it was just one on their own, they might not be able to get away with this because
That's very true.
we're a few years away from everything truly changing with the unionization and all that of the players.
Absolutely. March 30th, 1978, the Red Sox obtained Dennis Eckersley and catcher Fred Kendall from the Indians for pitchers Rick Wise, Mike Paxton, designated hitter Ted Cox, and catcher Bo Diaz. The 23-year-old Eck becomes, before becoming a Hall of Fame closer, will win 20 games as a starter for Boston this season.
Wait. There's no way he's 23 in this photo. Come on.
I always say that too. He's looked like he's always looked like 30, but then he just kept on looking 30.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he's. I mean, even today, he doesn't look as old as probably he is, but he's always had this look, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying maybe that photo's later because I'm like, he definitely looks 30 already. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, totally. March 30th, 1979, after only hitting .231 in 61 games last season, Ron Blomberg is released during spring training by the White Sox, completing a 1-year deal of his long-term deal. Chicago owner Bill Veeck, who we talked about quite a bit on this show, had surprisingly signed the first baseman DH, who had only played in 1 game during the last 2 seasons with the Yankees, to a generous 4-year, $500,000 contract in 1977 that included an additional $80,000 signing bonus. Angelo Trinidad.
Gosh.
Ron Blomberg has the distinction of being the first what in baseball?
Uh-oh. Don't look at me. I'm not going to help you on this one.
You know or don't know, Kevin?
Oh, no, I don't think I know this one.
Oh, interesting. I thought you would know this one right away.
I'm going to feel like a dummy when you tell me.
The first designated hitter in baseball?
Nailed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? Now he said.
Wow, that was impressive.
Yeah.
Ron Blomberg became the first.
I got it.
Became the first DH on April 6, 1973, drawing a walk from Luis Tiant in the Yankees' 15-5 loss to the Red Sox. Yeah, very nicely done. I expected that.
I don't know how I was. It didn't even occur to me. I couldn't even think about it. What?
Go back to that last picture.
Sure.
Look, he looks like a DH. He has a helmet without the cover on the ear.
Yeah.
He's just a tough brute dude.
Yep.
That's a DH if I ever seen one.
Totally.
And he doesn't look very fast either. So
here's what I can add as your senior research analyst, because I had to look it up. I'm like, wait, is this what I'm thinking? So there's actually a book he's involved with that's about to come out this month. There's a book called The Captain and Me, On and Off the Field with Thurman Munson. It's a book about him playing with Thurman Munson in New York, written by a gentleman named Dan Epstein, who's written some really cool baseball books.
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, he did the the funky was it the funky something?
I know, I can't remember. It's about the plastic grass. It's like a book about 1970s baseball. It looks. I'm like, I gotta read it one of these days because it looks like a really cool book.
Yeah, it's super cool. And we met him at the in Pasadena, right? He was at that.
He wasn't there. I don't think he was there. Was he there the year you went? Because he did he did a speech. Yeah, he did like the speech talking about things. So he was there that day with you. Okay, right on.
Nicely done, Angelo. I'm very impressed.
Big hair and plastic grass. That's what you were thinking.
That's what it. Yeah. It has like Oscar Gamble on the front.
Yes, exactly.
March 30th, 1984, the Padres obtained Yankee veteran third baseman Greg Nettles for pitcher Dennis Rasmussen and prospect Darren Cloninger. Wow. I don't know.
You butcher such a star's name?
I know. My God. Yeah. The 39-year-old's infielder's postseason experience will prove invaluable for the National League West Division champs, but his on-field contributions will be minimal, hitting just .228 in 124 games. I didn't know that. I actually thought that he brought a much bigger bat in there, but actually
Yeah.
not as much. But solidified third base for sure.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize he was that old then. You know what I mean? Because it's like I've always thinking those 70 scenes, but I was thinking he was with the Padres longer than that. But I don't know how long he's with them. But
I remember it was
again,
just at the end.
he's a great guy to have the postseason because he has so much postseason experience.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
and playing in New York, you know, it's one of those guys. There's not going to be much butterflies coming from someone like that.
Kevin, can you name the shoe brand that Greg Nettles is wearing? It's a very rare one.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I'm like, I was gonna say something stupid like ruse, just as a joke.
Oh no, that's actually like it was like late '80s, right? I actually had ruse. I actually wore ruse spikes in high school.
All right, on. I have no idea, sir.
I believe it's Saucony.
I never even heard of it.
Really? Yeah, we'll have to look. We'll have to look that one up. A very rare. Actually, I didn't even know that they made baseball spikes. So
well, maybe you know what? Maybe he got paid to wear them. Who knows?
It's very
never
true.
know.
March 30th, 1991, a sold-out Joe Robbie Stadium plays host to the Yankees and Orioles exhibition game, which draws 67,000 people at a spring training attendance record. This two-day series between the AL East rivals is part of South Florida's efforts to be awarded a National League expansion team, which they did get a couple of years later. So,
and they've never driven a crowd that big since.
No, definitely. And,
maybe in a World Series. Maybe.
I don't even think that. I don't think that they even did that. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, this is they got used to this. Actually, this was
I'd say their attendance probably went up last year.
Yeah,
COVID.
But yeah, this is where the Dolphins played, and it was actually where the Orange Bowl was. Right? Is this the same Orange Bowl, or was that a different site?
Not the same site, but they're very close to each other.
It's adjacent. Okay. It's pretty close. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I always thought this was it too, but it's not.
I think the new stadium is built on the property where the Orange Bowl was.
Oh, maybe that's. I think we talked about this before, right? Yeah,
we did talk about it.
Who knows? I can't keep track of it all.
I had a chance to go see Joe Robbie Stadium right at the very end, but it would have taken me too long to get there, and I would have had to take a cab, and it probably would have cost me $100. And I was like, do I want to see a Marlins game that bad at Joe Robbie Stadium? I thought against it.
Someone should be paying you $100. Actually, Marlins guys should be paying you $100.
Yeah, that's for sure. March 30th, 1992, the White Sox trade Sammy Sosa and pitcher Ken Patterson to the crosstown rival Cubs in exchange for the 32-year-old all-star slugger George Bell, who spends the 2 seasons with the new team before retiring. Sosa will pass Ernie Banks as the franchise all-time home run leader, going deep 545 times during his 13-year tenure with the Northsiders. Yeah, I totally forgot that he started with the White Sox.
I totally did not remember that at all. Maybe I'm thinking of Juan Gonzalez, but I was thinking he was a Ranger before he joined the Cubs. So maybe
that was after.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. March 30th, 1993. After 43 years, Peanuts character Charlie Brown finally hits a home run, a game-winning round tripper, batting against his nemesis Royan Hobbs, which I wasn't aware that was his nemesis.
That's fantastic.
a girl pitcher was his nemesis. Almost 10%.
Wait! You didn't catch the reference to the name?
Oh,
what's the name?
Royan Hobbs, which would make sense.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, Roy Hobbs. Yeah, Roy from The Natural.
They gave the name after the movie came out, so that's a fun little ribbon there.
Yeah. Almost 10% of the nearly 18,000 Peanut strips created by Charles Schultz focused on baseball. That's an interesting stat for you that I wasn't aware of.
Well, if you remember, Charlie Brown is a member of the Shrine of the Eternals for the Baseball Reliquary.
That's right.
I did get to see that, and Charles Schultz's son actually flew down from Northern California to come check it out. I would love to go to that Charles Schulz Museum. I think it's in Santa Rosa.
I've been.
Is that correct?
I've been. It's great. It's fantastic. Definitely seek it out. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I have to expect the cartoon the next day to be like him waking up in bed that it was a dream or something. You know what I mean?
Well, in fact, I should have put the March 31st one because he talks about like Roy and Hobbs. So like I think the punchline at the end is like you should have seen the look on her face. You know, it's like it reveals that it was off a girl.
All right. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. March 30th, 2001, Dwight Doc Gooden choosing to end his career as a member of the world champion Bronx Bombers announces his retirement from baseball. The 36-year-old who compiles a 194, 112 record in 16 seasons playing for the Mets, okay, the Yankees, the Indians, the Astros, and the Devil Rays. Wow. Can you imagine? I mean, I don't even remember any of these right here.
Like the Indians seem vaguely familiar,
I certainly don't remember the Devil Rays.
Yeah. Well, we know this because this is May 14th, 1996, his no-hitter. But yeah, these were some lean years. Actually, if you look at how thin he is here, and he's bulked up a little bit here. So
and you know what? So there was some old school Houston fans who probably hated the fact that they got Dwight Gooden.
Oh yeah,
because of '86. They're like, why are you signing that guy who beat us in '86? Yeah. You know what I mean? Some people could not let stuff like that go. Like if your team does not, like if the Angels get a Dodger player, it's like,
oh yeah.
Like at first it's like Mike Scioscia became Angels manager, and for a while I'm like, you have a Dodger.
Like you mean like former almost Angel Jock Peterson? Now
that's right.
Yeah.
So he'll actually have a position within the organizations, remaining on the owner George Steinbrenner's payroll for that year. So he actually won a ring in 2000. So that as a part of that. So that was very interesting. He was actually on that team. He didn't pitch in the World Series or the playoffs, but he was on that championship team. March 30th, 2012, Jamie Moyer becomes the oldest starting pitcher to make an opening day roster when the Rockies announced the 49-year-old southpaw will face Houston in the second game of the season. Knuckleballer Hoyt Wilhelm was the same age as the Colorado left-hander when he opened the season with Los Angeles in 1972, but Old Sarge appeared strictly in relief for the Dodgers. So very cool. I love stories like this, actually. He's just a couple of years. I
was going to ask, is that really Jamie Moyer? Why is he not number 49? Come on.
Exactly. Well, that is. Yeah.
He was preparing for the future.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly. He's going to be 50 by the end of the season.
He said, "I'm going to be here when I'm 50." So he's definitely projecting. But when we talk about Jamie Moyer, we always like to make reference back when he was stuck on a roller coaster just a few years later. So, so that's the first thing that goes to my mind when I think of Jamie Moyer.
I'm like, what is that? That girl next to him. I'm like,
have you guys ever been stuck on a roller coaster before?
No, I have not. But there was an episode of
briefly,
Get a Life.
Not for a while, but briefly, maybe.
There was an episode of Chris Elliott Get a Life where he was stuck upside down, which that was enough for me.
It's the absolute worst, especially in the blaring sun.
Oh God!
I don't know why I didn't tell the story when we first talked about this, but I was stuck on the Flight of the Hippogriff at Universal Studios Orlando, and it was right before you go down on the big drop of the ride, whatever. It was, as you're slowly climbing, we just stopped, and we were there for like 10 minutes.
Oh my God!
In the beating sun, like at the most awkward angle.
Oh
possible.
Man!
Yeah. The only benefit was like when the ride started, it started from there, and then they let us, and then it went around one more time.
Oh yeah. So. I think the only time it happened to me was not on a coaster, but on Splash Mountain, and so at least I was indoors, but we were on the climb. at the end, and it stopped.
Yeah, what's with rides breaking down on the climb, man? That's like the worst.
Oh man. Oh.
And we had to get out, and they gave me like one of those like fast passes.
Fast
You know,
passes,
they
yeah.
walk right onto another ride. I'm like, all right.
Well, let's get into baseball
we're
card
ready.
pack wars with this last one. This is for March 30th, 2019. Kristen Yelich becomes the only Brewer player in franchise history to hit a home run in each of his team's first 3 games when he goes deep in the first inning of a 4-2 victory over my St. Louis Cardinals. So there you go. I can bury my team. We can go into baseball card pack wars with a Brewer. So let's get some Brewers.
That's why I'm just filling up the glass here.
This
Kevin,
is baseball card pack wars.
I'm moving on to number 2 also.
So yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot in here, but but you have what's the percentage on that again?
8.6.
Yeah, you're gonna be feeling. Yeah, you're gonna be feeling good if we pull some Brewers tonight.
Hey, it's all good. I got rice and beans waiting for me after this is over.
There you go.
All right.
So this is baseball card pack wars. Here are the baseball card pack war standings. I am in first place. Angelo, 43 and 91, just percentage points ahead of Kevin. You were 1 and 3 last week. Angelo was 0 and 4. So
yeah, why you gotta bring up old stuff?
Sorry, that's old news. That's old news.
Okay. All right.
Here are the baseball pack wars rules. We'll walk you through it. We're looking for high card numbers, relics, autographs. Those are the big kill cards. But we'll walk you through it. So let's do it. Kevin? Why don't you go first?
All right. All right. Let's start with. Oh, that's Michael Mondragon. Oh, there I am. All right. Let's start with Topps 2021 Series 1. All 3 of us now have gotten our hit from this box, so anything that would happen here would be a big surprise for all of us.
Yep.
But who knows? You never know.
I didn't get to open this last week.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. So let's look for some Brewers. League leaders, we got Mr. Trevor Bauer, Amir Garrett. League leaders of DJ LeMahieu. That'll be the batting average champ. Roberto Perez. Rookie card from the Royals. Make sure you guys name it. Chris Bubick. We got Cody Bellinger. JD Davis. Roman Quinn. From Michael St. Louis Cardinals, Tommy Edman. Joey Gallo. Oh, whoa. We got. Well, I got thrown off seeing Indian, but yeah, Francisco Lindor. We mentioned him earlier on the show.
Mr. 12-year deal.
We got Albert Pujols. Tessica Hernandez. Yeah, I say this one for last because this is the first one we got of these. I want you to check this out of Harrison Bader.
Oh wow, that's cool.
This is actually numbered.
2021,
yeah. I think this is the first one we got of these, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
I don't remember for sure, but I was like, oh, right on. So that's what that looks like. There's the number.
Yeah. Harrison Bader, who's actually on the DL right now. Actually hurt.
Oh
well. I'm gonna tempt fate here, but I'm gonna let Angelo go next.
All right.
I may not get another full on this one.
No, I mean we all got our all three of our giant hit.
So unless this is a magical box.
Yeah. Hey, you got something like that on one of your polls, so you know.
I did.
You never know.
I did get it. But I had later found out that's actually the case hit. The double.
Oh wow.
Gotcha. All right.
So Sonny Gray. Buck Farmer. Aristides Aquino. Jose Urquidy. Ronald Guzman. This is my backup catcher on my fantasy team, Yadier Molina.
Backup. Wow.
That was a backup.
I got him like in the very last round of the draft.
Oh, that's cool.
Round 24. Yeah. Sorry, Yadi.
He'll get a lot of playing time.
Reese Hoskins. We got Aaron Judge, Marwin Gonzalez. Oh, this is cool. This is a first time because I didn't know this was in the hobby packs, but a 52 Willie Mays.
Ooh.
Cool.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Ooh.
And then the back
Awesome.
side has
Right.
that
So,
one.
so it's his last card, his first and last Topps card, I'm guessing.
Wow. That's cool.
I would assume that's probably
I
what it
believe.
is.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like the 70 years of Topps, so it's like
Yep.
that's really neat, though. Great pull there. I love it.
Trevor Williams, Hunter Renfroe, Griffin Canning, and the Miami Marlins team card.
nice. All right, here goes. Get to open a pack of 2021 Series 1 this week after getting shut out last time.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Anthony Rizzo. Wow.
Where's the Brewer? Come on.
Pedro Severino, Max Fried, Edward Olivares, Joey Gallo, Liam Hendricks, Colin Moran, Kenta Maeda. I got wow. This is the insert of Willie Mays.
Oh, wow.
on the 86. That kind of
That's
threw me
funny.
off a little bit. Eduardo Escobar.
Willie
The
Mays.
2020 World Series highlights of Mookie Betts. Seth Lugo. Rogned Odor. And last card is Wilmer Flores.
My mouth's getting dry. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. We didn't get anything.
Michael, what's that hat?
This is actually, there's an artist named, this is Chamuco Studio, I think. It's like it's actually just, it's a fictional team, but it's kind of made, I loved it because it was like a little devil. And I thought it was cool because it was based on like the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it actually was. So it's actually it's an artist kind of, and it has like a cool like brim and great colors.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And everybody asks me about it all the time, and it's just an artist who just kind of does his own thing. He like makes them like pirates and skulls and stuff like that. He's got, and if you look on the Hat Club, it's like Chamuco Studio. So like these are the Chamucos, which is I think like Little Devil or something like that.
All right. My high card is Mr. Tommy Edman, number 314.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough.
Well,
Oh,
man,
no, there's 15.
I thought I was in good shape. 295 Hunter Renfroe.
Oh.
Apparently not.
I had
Thanks,
three that
man.
would beat that.
Oh man, I have 293. It's a nothing in the 300. So
All right. Well, I'm going to take a
all
drink
right,
for
Kevin, there you go.
that. Yeah, all right.
So 92 Series
Now
1.
you want to do that or 2020 Big League Baseball? We're down to one pack of 1992. We going to finish it off?
Let's finish it off.
Let's do it.
All right. This is it. Thanks to the big hurt Alan Jepson out of
Yes.
Vancouver for sending us 18 packs of these. Beautiful to a set because some of these cards look really cool.
Yeah, the trip down
Just
memory
opening
lane
it
for
is
sure.
just like even the. I mean, I'm just trying to remember some of these players. That's part of it too. You know, going down memory lane.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start off. Wow, gosh, that wind up. Look at Mr. Bobby Thigpen, who
Oh,
at
wow.
one point
Wow.
I had the record for most saves in a season, I believe, is what it was.
Yeah, and he was a great hitter
We
too.
have. He was.
Bobby Thigpen? Yeah.
I don't remember. Bobby Thigpen.
Yeah,
When
I'll
did
look
he
him up.
actually get the bat? Because I always knew it was being on the White Sox.
Oh no, this is in college. He was a great college player.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I don't see. I mean, he's from Florida, so I'm guessing maybe he went to a Florida school, but I don't know where he went to school. All right, we got Scott Fletcher. Speaking of relievers, another great reliever around that time, Greg Olsen from the Orioles. Neon Dion
Oh,
Sanders.
awesome.
Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. Look. Oh, my God. The next card just made me just pop, but I got my membership in case, 2 out of 6, I was able to join the club. This might be my favorite card of this entire set. Look at this Kevin Mitchell.
Oh my gosh,
Wow,
that's beautiful.
that's awesome.
So good.
That's classic. That's classy.
I
That's
just started laughing. I thought, man,
That's a senior photo.
that's
for sure.
Robert's studio. That was when I got my senior photo for high school. That was at Robert's studio. This looks like he went there. All right, we got Marquise Grissom, Henry Rodriguez, Dodger. Another who? Don Paul. Mike Maddox. Eddie Whiston. I'm getting all the hot ones now. I think of Dion and Kevin Mitchell, clearly. Bill Gullickson. Definitely a veteran there.
Yeah.
Gosh. Jeff Brantley.
Mm-hmm.
Leon Bip Roberts. Wally Backman.
Yeah.
And this is our other Roberts like high school photo. I think we saw this before, but here's the Joe Carter.
Yeah,
If you want to see it again.
cool.
I know we saw
That's
that.
cool.
That's a great card. We're 0 for 4 on Brewer. Come on, Angelo.
where he needed 2 bats to hold up his forearm.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
He's buff.
Massive.
Yeah, glamour shots. Yeah.
Glamour. Oh, you don't know the glamour that guy was doing in the 80s. Oh, my goodness. That guy was
Bobby
crazy.
Thigpen went to Mississippi State and was on the 85 College World Series championship.
Wow.
Batting
Gotcha.
305.
All right.
You just took my job, Michael. That's supposed to be my job to look that up.
Tim Spear.
Tim Spear. Looks like a
I
Little
can't
League
tell where the chest
picture.
protector ends and the jersey begins. Jeff Gray.
Let's see how long it is before Angelo heard of a guy in his pack.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike Heath. Haven't heard of
I know
anyone
him.
so far.
I thought he was an A, wasn't he?
Eric
Heath?
King. Club has its privileges.
There you go.
All right. We can all
Someone I know. Finally, only 5 cards in. Someone I know, Omar Vizquel. But
Okay.
on the Mariners though.
On the Mariners.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Randy Velarde.
Mm-hmm.
David Howard. Look at this glamour
I
shot
have no idea who that is.
Mm-mm.
of Tom Foley. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, not massive because he only needed 1 bat to hold his forearm.
That's awesome.
All right, look at
Yeah.
this. A young and spry. Hold on, the cards are stuck together. Bernie Williams.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
cool.
pretty early in there.
Look at that.
Check the back. Is that his rookie? Because they'll show those rookie card in the back.
No, 91 was his rookie year. His rookie card is that top
Okay.
spot right there. Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Al Asuna. I'm sorry. This guy. If I were to see this guy, I would think that there was 0 chance he was an athlete of any sort. I'm sorry.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, okay.
They've taken a picture of the Bat Boy.
Al Asuna.
Come on, he might be Roberto
I'm sorry.
Osuna's father. Come on.
That's true.
He could be Robert Osuna's dad, another Astro, Roberto, whatever his name is. Osuna.
Willie Frazier.
Ah,
And look at
Cardinal?
this.
'Cause he was an Angel.
Oh really?
He was an Angel for a while. Yeah.
John Kruk before he removed the H from his name.
Wow, he looks.
Yeah.
He look this
I've never
this
seen him
looks
look like so athletic.
yeah. Look at that nimble shot.
That's very Chris Farley-esque.
All right, so the last 3 cards I actually am very familiar with these players. Maybe not this next one, but the last 2 for sure. We got Pat Borders. I
Yeah.
actually know who that is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was very familiar with these 2 growing up in Northern California. Todd Van Poppel.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. That was one of
And,
those guys who the next big thing in baseball
Yep.
pitchers.
And my like probably my this era, maybe my third favorite Oakland Athletic, Mike Gallego.
Oh, Mike Gallego. Yeah, nice.
Wow. Of all A's, it's Mike
Yeah.
Gallego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Walt Weiss. Not. I was going to name some other. Not.
You're talking about like
other
as far
random
as like
A.
my
But
favorite. So Walt Weiss was one of them. Dennis Eckersley, Mike Gallego. Those are all my. Those are all the guys I followed on the.
What about
not
Shooty Babbitt?
Not McGuire. Not Dave Stewart.
Yeah,
I
because
like you went a little more. You know.
Those are the ones that are too known. I had to find
Too
them.
easy.
Yeah.
Just like on
gotcha.
the Mariners, like after Griffey was Jay Buhner was my guy.
There you go. Oh yeah, he was big. Yeah.
I'm definitely a Buhner fan.
Yep. And
Here's the last time you're gonna see this foil being pulled off. Look how much it holds up.
oh, here's starting off with a Hall of Famer, Paul Molitor. There's your Brewer.
Oh, nice.
And a Brewer, finally! Woo! If we're gonna get a Brewer, that's one of the best Brewers to get
Agreed.
ever. One of the best all-timer right there, Hall of Famer.
All right, Gerald
Sorry, I
Alexander.
popped big for that.
That was awesome. I love getting the Hall of Famers. Tim Leary. Jim Olander. Let me see if I can. Oh my gosh, these things are way stuck together. They're in good shape though for being stuck together. Jim Olander. Oh, another Brewer.
Oh, another Brewer.
Hey, oh my gosh, look at you.
Going hot and heavy.
Jim Olander. Wow, look at this. Good. Like,
Mike's got the thirsty pack.
I know. Bill Sampson from
Yep.
the Montreal Expos. Mark Davis. Oh my god, from the Royals. Boy. Okay, here we go.
I could just hear the cards.
I know.
My
it's
dad
like
wasn't stuck together at all. That was the first pack for me of that.
not Jim Palmer, but Dean Palmer. Not
Hey, he was a
Arnold
pretty
Palmer.
good player.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Dean Palmer was a solid third baseman for the Rangers. Thank you very much.
Carl Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Oh, man. Carl Tuffy Rhodes, sir. His nickname was Tuffy. I actually saw him in the Tucson Toros, Mr.
Oh,
Mondragon.
that's Tuffy Rhodes?
Yes. My
Wow.
gosh, Michael Mondragon.
Look at that. Another Brewer.
Three.
Daryl Hamilton.
Three.
Daryl.
3 in one pack. Oh, my goodness. Angelo might not be able to finish the show if we keep going like this.
Carlos Quintana. Red Sox.
Are you sure that's not like Bartolo Colon? I mean, that looks like it could have been him.
Yeah, exactly. This one's awesome. Steve Lake, who, okay, so I think, let me see. Steve, it doesn't say on
He looks
here.
like a. Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah. Okay, so look on the back. So he played on the Cubs, and the big thing about him was when he played in the Cubs. I think his name was. It's not Mike Trout, but there's a Trout that played for the Cubs.
Yeah,
a pitcher.
Steve Trout.
It was Steve. Okay, so Steve Trout. So Trout to Lake, both Steves.
Yeah.
They played. So when they pitched, like Harry Carey would always make such fun of that. Okay, boy.
And what's funny is I think Steve Trout ended up actually. Oh, maybe no. I think I'm mixing it up. I was thinking Steve Trout became an announcer for the Cubs later, but I'm thinking I'm mixing him up with Steve Smith.
No. Who was it? Was it?
Or Dwight Smith. Maybe it's Dwight Smith. Let's just keep mixing names up here, you know?
Yeah, here's Dwight Smith right here. This is not a great name in general. Terry Shumpert. Oh boy, that was.
Okay, so I would be pissed if my baseball card photo was selected as a picture where I'm bunting.
Yeah,
like how
and
pissed
potentially not that well. By the way,
terrible form. Terrible.
Yeah, agreed. That's a knuckle breaker right there. Here's Rafael Belliard,
nice.
Former Pirates. He's with Pirates. He's with the Braves here. And then last but not least, no, actually there's two cards. Goodness gracious. Well,
maybe it is least.
It's the bars. But it might be the least because Roger Clemens.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
So I guess this is a great pack.
So just to clarify, I did mix Steve Trout up with Steve Smith, I think was the guy's name. But a fun fact, you know what Steve Trout's nickname was, right?
No.
Rainbow.
Oh, of course.
Rainbow
Why
Trout,
wouldn't it be?
Of course.
Of course.
And his dad actually was a pitcher in MLB2 named Dizzy Trout.
Dizzy
So,
Trout.
There you go. Dizzy Trout. I'm like, I really hope that's his real first name is Dizzy. No, he's Paul Trout. All right. Paul Dizzy Trout.
So what's
I guess
your,
there's a lot of pitchers that named Dizzy who, played in the 30s and the 40s because of Dizzy Dean, know?
Yep. The gas house gang, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to give my number. That's why it's on me.
You
This is going to be a tough
by the
one.
Brewers. 294.
Jeff Brantley, 294. That's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
Or I have 293 by Greg Olsen.
260.
Bernie Williams, 260.
293, 294.
291.
Oh,
Wow.
Just by a hair.
not that Tim. I don't remember you showing us that Tim Leary.
No.
Wow, all those Brewers just messed with my mind.
All right.
Right. Oh no!
What's
What's
the
the stipulation? What's the stipulation, Michael Mondragon? Well, I'm gonna go with American League West.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
West.
All right,
Okay.
go with AL West. And Topps 2020 opening day, 7 cards. Let's see what happens.
So we're looking for
I'm like, wow, I still have
Oakland.
many of these. I feel like I've opened
Oakland
Aces.
Angels, Astros, Seattle, and
I got 5 to work with here. So let's
Texas
Let's
Rangers.
see what I can get here. We got Miguel Cabrera, Tommy Edman, Raphael. I almost said Rachel. Raphael Devers, Patrick Corbin. This is not going well. Good for you guys. Oh, I got one, Mr. Alex Bregman, Tyler Glasnow, and from the sticker collection. Nolan, that Nolan guy, my old buddy Nolan.
Yeah.
So one.
Nice job.
All
Beat
right.
that brother. Stop
Let's
that
see what we
brother.
got. All right. So,
What's that? I
okay,
don't recognize
Kevin,
the
you got a
graphic
good
here. What is
chance because Allen and Ginter Chrome is 4 cards.
Yeah, 4
that?
cards.
Oh,
Still.
I don't think I've seen these yet. I didn't know they made a chrome of those. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Hobby exclusive. Nice cards. I like these a lot. So let's see.
Well, maybe you'll get something special in there. Who knows?
The hits are sparse, though.
Hits
Okay.
are sparse. So I got Andres Munoz from the Padres.
Sorry, I said AL West.
I got an orange parallel, which is nice, to 50, and it's a AL
Oh.
West.
Oh,
Okay.
Michael
Brown.
Brantley.
wow, right on.
I got Nelson Cruz mini
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
right on.
and a nice looking Cal Ripken Jr. So
Oh, we're tied.
tied
1-1.
1-1.
All right,
All right.
Oh.
Now,
1-1. All right, Michael.
big league baseball,
All right.
2020. 10 cards.
Yeah, I'll say you have more cards than any of us. He went 1 for 4. I went 1 for 7.
Okay.
You
Wow.
got 200.
If he was on the current team, it's with the Nationals, but it's not with the Angels. Doesn't matter. Freddie Freeman, Sir Didi with the Phillies though. Acuna, no. McCutcheon, no.
Well, I picked a very exciting stipulation.
Shane Bieber, no. Barrios, no.
Not anymore.
Aaron George, no.
That's a nice card, though. Not bad.
Hyun-Jin Ryu,
Oh my God.
no.
Gosh.
Mike Trout, yes.
gotta
So
be
we're
kidding
all
me.
tied
We're
at
all gonna have
one.
We all get one.
I'll get one. So now what we do? We all
I
get
know we
a
do have a three-way tie in the wild card.
It's just-
three-way tie.
We go low card, right? And low card.
Low card on our next one, right? So
Low
go
card
ahead.
out of
Are
the
we going to
next
pull
one.
out
Or
of the
low
bag
card
or
out of
one
what
just
we
do big
pulled?
league?
Sorry.
I was going to ask you want to pull out of the bag or you want to do a big league baseball? I know we saw some of those.
Big league baseball?
I know we have the big league baseballs, or do we pull out of the bag again? What do you
pull
want?
out the back. Pull out the back.
Pull out of the
All
bag.
right.
All right, Kev.
My bag's getting thin. That's all I but this is going to be low card, right?
We'll get
Yep.
we'll get you some more.
I know.
Okay.
I know. 2020 Topps Heritage.
Okay.
9 cards. We're on the low card here, just so you can get this quick. Let's at least get some Brewers. Come on. Michael Mondragon is the only man who's gotten Brewers so far today. Hey, I'm going to take a drink because it's his beer, Clayton Kershaw.
There you go.
You'll excuse me to take a drink there. We have from the Tigers, Joe Jimenez, Tony Wolters, Kyle Seager, Liam Hendricks. Oh, God. Cards are flying everywhere. Zach Greinke, Aaron Nola. Hey, Brandon Woodruff.
There you go.
There you go. Finally. And Trey Turner.
Awesome.
Now I got to pick up my cards because a couple fell off my laptop.
Yeah, the Sir Didi was actually one of Jack's favorite players, but when he was at the
sorry.
Diamondbacks.
Look, I'm
Okay.
moving my cards and I knocked off my video.
Let's see what we got here.
Alvin and Gentry. No.
Alvin and Gentry.
Typically.
So Big T. So
What?
yeah,
Alvin?
that's what he called Allen and Gentry because he couldn't remember what it was called. He's like, hey, what's that one? He's like Alvin and Gentry. And I was like, no,
Alvin
Alvin
Gentry?
and Gentry. I was like, and I think Alvin Gentry is a coach in the NBA. And
Yeah,
Yeah, totally. I was gonna say that's awesome.
So that's been our inside joke ever since.
That's funny.
Alvin and Gentry. All right, so 2020 Topps Gypsy Queen, which is actually funny because Michael and I were talking about this multiple times today. This got 2021 Gypsy Queen got pushed back to July 28th. So that was going to be this upcoming episode of Beer and Break, but we're going to have to call an audible. So let's see what I pull in 2020 Gypsy Queen. So also another member of my fantasy team this year, Willie Adames. We have a Jalen Davis from the San Francisco Giants. Albert Pujols from the Angels. We got Sammy Sosa. We have Vlad Jr.
Nice.
And Matthew Boyd.
Cool. All right. So while Chad M is asking our World Series picks for 2021, while I pick mine
Too
out.
early.
Oh, no.
Of course, it's too early.
No.
That's what the fun of it is.
I'm like, oh, shoot. I might make Michael happy. I might jinx him. I think the Cardinals might do something.
Well, they're not going to start out very well. They have too many people too many pitchers down. That's for sure.
But you know what? It's funny because you see how similar they are to the Angels. I mean, their offense is so potent. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. You got Arenado and Goldschmidt. It's like, come on.
I mean, people. DeYoung is also a great hitter too.
Yeah.
Yep. Big League's best.
Is there a Brewer on there?
Is there? I don't know.
I'm just asking.
There is not.
All right, sorry.
Wilson Contreras, CJ Cronzone,
I don't remember being on the Tigers.
Yasmani Grandal, DJ LeMahieu. We're looking for the low card. Oh, another Wilson Contreras.
Oh, okay.
The orange is Hanser Alberto. Third baseman Kyle Seager, Matthew Boyd, and speaking of the Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt.
All right, there you go. Right on.
Okay, so Kevin, we're looking for your low card.
I actually got. You know what's funny though? I want you to. My high card is 472. I was like, oh my gosh, how high is this set? So I was pleasantly surprised to get a number 12 from Total.
Oh my god.
Yeah, mine was.
I'm the heel this week. I love it.
Oh my gosh, you are the heel this week. Mine was Vlad Jr. If I could find him. Hold on one second. He was 48.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the Rudo. All right. I'm definitely not very popular, but that's okay though.
Junior, nice. Okay, so my low was actually 9 and 10.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh, Michael.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
So
Yeah.
I got 2. Michael got 2. All right. That works.
All right. So
Gosh, I'm just still thinking like I never even thought about who's gonna win this year, and I'm like,
yeah, it's kind of weird. I've been watching but I couldn't tell you. I always think that the White Sox loaded up, but like
Toronto.
Toronto looks great.
I mean, but that AL East is such a tough division.
Yeah,
though,
and people are talking about the Marlins gonna surprise people. So like, I don't think so, but
I saw the Marlins have the best record in spring training, but then again, but in the Cactus League it was Kansas City, so
Kansas City is also another team that people like what they're doing. So it's like there's some good parity.
They're in a weaker division too. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yep. So it's very interesting this year. So
I refuse to say the Dodgers, so I can't say them.
As they say in wrestling, got to go with the champs, right?
I mean, I don't know, man. I think I like the Dodgers' chances again this year.
I want Toronto and the Padres. Let's go with that. Toronto Padres.
And one can argue that the feat of winning in a shortened season is even tougher than a full season.
Yeah. They didn't get worse by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah. So who knows? All right, so let's get some baseball trivia in real quick. This is from the 1986 card. So the little cards, of course, I don't have sitting here, sit over on my other desk. But I do have the questions. So let's just get into it right now. So these cards are from 1986. So we're going with what is on the cards, and this is it. So who was the first pitcher to be named Rookie of the Year in the National League? So if you're in the comments, I want you to choose from these four.
Okay, I was say I know. I'm like I know the answer.
Yep. Ralph Branca, Don Newcomb, Joe Black, or Robin Roberts. You actually know this one, Kevin?
Yeah, I knew it. I was like, I thought I knew it, and I'm like, I saw it in the show. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually got this right. Now, I want to say the first Rookie of the Year was 47. I think Jackie Robinson was actually the very first Rookie of the Year. Is that correct?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure of the year, though. You might want to check the year.
Well, I thought he started in 47.
Okay, so that would make sense. Okay. So, yeah.
All right.
I'm not cheating. I know the answer.
Kevin's definite on it. I'm 50-50. I'm going to go with Don Newcomb.
I can't signal to Michael my answer. You know what I mean? Like, Michael.
So you're going with 2, Don Newcomb. Who are you going with, Kevin?
Son, it's Joe Black.
According to the card, Don Newcomb, 17 and 8 in 1949.
There you go. I told that was Joe Black, and I saw the income. Okay, I was right.
Hey, that's why that I've surprised you in the group tonight.
Yeah, this is amazing. That's why I'm like, I usually have a bigger reveal. I'm like, wow, he's so definite. I'm like, I hope that card's right, but it said Don Newcomb. Not
yeah, no, I know. You know what? I mean, I probably just had the wrong year. So
that's amazing that you would even know who Joe Black was. That's very impressive.
I'm just wondering, I'm like, how do I know him so definitively? And I should have known it was Newcomb. I should have known that. Oh well, that's all right. It's all in good fun.
Yeah, Cowboy Jack says, "What a freaking upset!" Wow, it's so crazy, Angelo.
Hey, I'll tell you this though, he won Rookie of the Year in 1952. Joe Black. So that's what I've been noticing about these questions. So I think we had the one about the hitting the first home run and then never hitting one in the rest of his career. Yeah. One of the guys actually hit a home run, but it was later in his career for the Yankees. And I'm like, why is this guy even on there? So they throw those little things in there, like they sprinkle it in there. So yeah, that's awesome that you knew that. He actually was the first black pitcher to win a World Series game in 1952.
Yep.
So that's the other fun fact.
And I remember, he's since passed away like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, Newcomb,
But he was actually around Dodger Stadium quite a bit.
Yeah.
I remember.
Well, I remember too, Michael, that I was at the Poma Fairplex, and you came out to the same card show later than me. He was on the poster to appear, and he actually passed away like that.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
I was
right.
like, wow, Newcomb was, I believe, like 90.
Yeah.
Around 90 years old,
Okay, question number 2. Whose rookie record did Vince Coleman break when he stole 110 bases in 1985?
Wow.
Here are your selections: Maury Wills, Luis Aparicio, Lou Brock, Juan Samuel. Some big names on there.
Yeah. That's tough. Wow, that's a tough one.
It is. It is very tough. I was pretty impressed with this one.
Like, the first thought that came to my head is one of the guys on there. So I'll probably just go with that pick and just hope I'm right, but.
So Maury Wills with the Dodgers, right?
Yes.
Aparicio with the White
Aparicio's
Sox.
with a number of teams. We mentioned him last week,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brock with
obviously one of the greatest Cardinals ever.
Yeah.
Juan Samuel, I want to say he started with the Phillies. Is that correct?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's a very good player around this time period.
Yeah.
He would have been a rookie in the early 80s. I don't remember what year, like 83, 84, something like that.
Yeah, we had some questions. Lou Brock Lesnar. Bubble Pug with going with Brock. Colin going with Maury Wills. Chad M says Maury Wills.
When I first saw the question, I mean, I don't know why the first thing that came to my head was Maury Wills, so I'm going to go with Maury Wills. Even though Lou Brock, it seems like it's going to be Lou Brock, but my brain said Maury Wills before you showed me the choices. So I'm going to go with Maury.
Okay, go for it.
I'm torn between Brock and Aparicio, but I'm going to go with Aparicio.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see.
Now watch me once. We're all wrong.
Well, you actually are. Juan Samuel had 72 in 1984, just a year before.
That's so funny.
Isn't that crazy? When I saw that, I'm like, whoa.
Like, he was a very, very good player for years, but I never thought he sold 72 bases.
And it was during the years of this AstroTurf, because if you remember correctly, like the AstroTurf, that's what the Cardinals were notorious for, turning singles into triples on the AstroTurf, and that was a big part of their game. Obviously, Philadelphia played in Veterans Stadium. What's that?
Yeah, that's Vince Coleman, but you got to remember the 80s, especially this period, was so much hype on the stolen base because of Ricky Anderson.
Yeah.
Ricky Anderson made like the stolen base just so
changed the game. Absolutely.
For sure.
Right. That is the show we had for you today. We wanted to actually send a shout out to someone. Angelo, you probably could speak on this a little bit better. Richie Angels, who passed away. I'm not sure, within the last week, correct?
Yeah, he passed away 2 days ago on the 28th. So so Richie was a dear friend of myself and to many others. Really got to know Richie during our time with Mach 1 Wrestling in Anaheim with Johnny In, who also unfortunately passed away too soon last January. And Richie and John were actually childhood friends and grew up together. And so this one hit a lot close to home again. Actually, the last time I had an opportunity to see Richie was at John's memorial service, and it's one of those things where it was there were no words exchanged when I saw him. It was just a really big embrace because we already knew what to say without saying it, and this picture sums it up. I mean, that radiant smile. Richie was the sweetest human being one of the sweetest human beings I ever had an opportunity to meet and know. And the fact that he's gone makes me really sad, but what makes me really happy is that he's reunited with John and Schmo, who passed away a few years ago. And Richie was an avid Angels fan. He was an avid wrestling fan, and he was also a stand-up comic. And I'll forever be grateful for him coming out to my game when I was a store manager with GameStop, coming out to my midnight launches at GameStop and performing stand-up. And more often than not, he was the highlight of the night for many of my customers and obviously for myself and my store teams. But Richie, this one's for you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers to Richie. I didn't know him as well as you did, Angelo. I only had limited knowledge of him, but whenever I did meet him, he was just such a sweetheart. Super passionate about wrestling as we all were at the time, but yeah, he was. We'd see each other at Angel games too, so it was fun. I was really sad to see that he passed away, and yeah, I think we can push pause on people passing away. Yeah, so this is
it's happening way too often.
Yeah, and it's so everybody take care of yourself out there, but I mean, I don't know anybody who had a bad thing to say about Richie, so I was very sad to see him go, and I'm Kevin, I'm positive that he saw our match in Anaheim that we did at the birthday party.
He was at that birthday party show. Oh my gosh, my last match.
He was the
my
timekeeper.
last wrestling match was a private birthday party. Okay, I didn't know he was there.
Yeah,
so I probably met him in passing.
Yeah. So rest in power, as Colin says. Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely.
Everybody's saying really nice things. So thanks so much, guys. One of the beauties of this is we get to do this every week, and it takes our mind off really terrible stuff. But terrible stuff like this happens all the time. So thank you for allowing us to pay tribute to the people that are really important in our lives. So we appreciate that very much. So thank you, Angelo, for that. Again, if you like what we're doing at the Beer Baseball Blog, just think about supporting us on Patreon. Our Etsy store is up, so check that out as well. Here's where we can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Angelo, did you want to promote anything?
Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. Again, 48 episodes strong. We talked about it earlier. It's hard to believe that we're creeping up on 1 year. Not only 1 full year of the Beer Baseball Blog, but 1 full year since we talked about it earlier. We have baseball this week, which is really hard to believe, and I'm really excited about. So, if when I'm not here, you can find me more often than not on the Twitch stream of Big Teach 45, playing Call of Duty Warzone Monday through Friday, around 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which may or may not change here pretty soon. But thank you for your support and tuning in to the Beer and Break every Saturday, premiering at 9 a.m. on the Beer Baseball YouTube channel. You can also tune in to my personal Facebook page, facebook.com/Angelo Trinidad Music for Monday Night Rips, where I'm ripping some random packs and boxes each and every Monday night. Actually, this upcoming Monday, we talked about Alvin and Gentry, or Allen and Ginter. I'll be opening this blaster box of 2020 Allen and Ginter that I picked up in Las Vegas this past weekend. But thank you for your continued support of not only the show, but the Beer and Break series on our YouTube channel. And I'm looking forward to putting out more content for you guys.
Killer. Thank you so much. And Kevin.
I mean, just follow whatever I'm getting into on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me at Lock and Loll. That's LOKNLOLL. Or I'll say it every week. Support your local brewery, support your local small business. We want them to stick around. Sure, things are still opening up, but that doesn't mean you change your spending habits. Support them. They need the money more than, Four Peaks. Our local breweries need their money more than Four Peaks. Four Peaks is going to make it.
Yeah.
Like I say with the minor league teams. If you like a major league team, look up their minor league team. They're the ones – we've already lost the minor league teams, unfortunately, this season. One close to us is the Lancaster Deadhawks. Apparently, they're done. They got
really.
Yeah.
It seems like I don't think anything's. I don't know if anything's gonna happen with them. Otherwise, like indie baseball or what. But some cutbacks happen. But the teams that are around, find one you like. There's some fun new teams out there that's happening. check them out and support them. Otherwise, cheers. Thank you for having me on, guys.
Yeah, and I got 2 Lancaster Jethawks hats, and that's too bad that they're not going to be around. That stinks. So again, we won't see you at the brewery. We won't see you at the ballpark. We might see you soon. Who knows? But we will see you here next Tuesday for the Beer Baseball Blogcast. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. We'll see you next week. Good night.